This is the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, here with Zach Rosenblatt. Zach, pinch hitting this week for Bruce Pascoe, who's on vacation, and lo and behold, because it always happens, Arizona gets a recruit. Tell me about Ray Smith and how he fits into Arizona's 2015 recruiting class.
Well, to start off, he's a small forward from Las Vegas. He's 6'8". He's an athlete, although the other day he tore his ACL, so he's probably going to miss his whole high school season. But in general, the way I look at it, he might be the most important recruit of this class, because if you look at next year's roster, they have technically, if they didn't bring in any recruits, they have replacements at point guard and Parker Jackson Cartwright. They have shooting guard Gabe York. They don't have a small forward. They have Craig Victor and Ryan Anderson from Boston College at power forward, and then they have Dusan Ristich at center. If everybody left, which is entirely possible, so. If he heals up, he could be a really big contributor as soon as next year.
Well, and it seems, too, that especially during Sean Miller's tenure at the U of A, his ability to get big men has been almost as important as the whole point guard mystique that they've had.
Yeah.
I mean, getting somebody who's 6 feet 8 inches tall, can rebound, athlete energy, somebody who can do that, it seems like that is more often than not a piece that's missing on other teams.
Yeah, that's what Rondé brings to the table, and if they lose Rondé, they have him come in and kind of, maybe, I don't know if he's considered as talented as Rondé, but he has the ability to play like that, which they'll miss when Rondé leaves because he brings so much energy.
Sure. Zach, you talked to Ray
If he leaves.
Right. You talked to Ray Smith in a story that ran today, and he talked to you about how Arizona stuck with him even after he tore his ACL in that Adidas camp last week. What did he say about Sean Miller and the coaching staff and their dedication to him even after the injury?
Well, even before that, what impressed me the most about just the way he talked about Sean Miller was before he blew up as a prospect, after his sophomore year, he only averaged like 10 points a game. The only schools in on him were UNLV and San Diego State. And then Sean Miller comes in, he tells him, you're going to have this school, and this school come in and give you offers. And I just want you to know you're going to blow up as a prospect, and we really like to have you, and things like that. And then it happened, and that just really that really stuck with Smith, because from the beginning, Miller was telling him that he's a talented guy. And that just really, I don't know how Miller does it. I know he knows a lot of people around the country, but that stuck with him. And then when the injury happened, he said he was considering Louisville and Connecticut were in the final three, along with Arizona. And he said other coaches called him and were like, made sure he was okay, but the Arizona coaching staff said to him, like, we're here for you if you need us. If there's anything we can do, like, just get better. We still want you as much as we ever have. And that really stuck with him. And he sped up his process a couple weeks because of the injury. And I'm pretty sure Arizona's pretty happy to have him. Absolutely.
This is the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. Ryan Finley here with Zach Rosenblatt. We're talking about Ray Smith, Arizona's new 5-star, 6 foot 8 inch power forward for the year 2015. Zach, talk about that injury real quick. It sounds as if he's not going to play his senior season at Las Vegas High School. Is there any good that can come out of this in your conversations with him? How does he feel and how does he sound in the wake of all of this?
Well, how the injury happened was he was at an all-star type camp in Chicago. I forget what it's called, and he was sizing up a defender. He had the ball. He went left, then he went to do a spin move, and his leg buckled or something like that. Just from talking to him, he clearly loves basketball. He said, for him, even when he doesn't want to talk to somebody and something's going bad in his life, that's his thing that he goes to.
His outlet. Yeah.
But he said basketball doesn't define me. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna be fine. And he seems like he's prepared for it. And the fact that Arizona supported him and things like that. It's possible he comes back for the playoffs or something like that. I'm sure that Arizona won't want him to, but he's gonna have surgery sometime this week. He's on crutches right now, and then I'm sure after that he'll know whether or not he'll play at all this year.
Sure. Ray Smith's high school career may be over, but it appears as if his college future is bright as usual. Zach Rosenblatt, thank you so much for all your help for writing this. Don't forget to visit our new website, www.tucson.com. Follow us online. Follow Zach Rosenblatt at Zach Blatt for all of your recruiting and Arizona Wildcats information. This is the Arizona Wildcat Show, brought to you by Fry's Food Stores. For Zach Rosenblatt, I'm Ryan Finley. We'll see you next time.
Try this matchup. Low prices and faster checkout. You can count on it at Fry's.